Welcome to Beyond Borders, Inclusive and Diverse Read-Alouds. Every Kid Matters, a children's book that teaches kids to accept themselves and others. Nini was jumping up and down at the bus stop. She couldn't wait to go to school. The only exciting part of moving town to town was making new friends. Her first day at the new school, Ruth Bader Ginsburg Elementary School, was finally here. Nini was assigned to Miss Wood's class. "Hello, Miss Woods. I am really excited to be in your class." "Good morning, Nini. I'm happy to have you." "Class, this is Nini. She has just moved to town." Nini clutched her bag tighter and sat down. She looked at her shoes. Everyone was staring at her. When it was lunchtime, everyone quickly sat with their friends. Not sure where to go, Nini approached a table of girls. "Can I sit here?" "No, we want to sit with our friends." "Could we be friends?" Nini asked. Ignoring her question, another girl commented, "Why is your hair all weird?" All the girls at the table laughed. Nini was speechless. Her eyes welled up. She gathered the courage to ask someone else. "Can I sit with you?" "No." Nini didn't know what to do. She stood there looking around. A boy said in a loud whisper, "She looks so different. Her skin is so much darker than ours." "If Nini was at your school, would you let her sit at your table?" When the day ended, Nini jumped into the car and fumed at her mom. "I never want to go to school again," she declared, crossing her arms. "Everyone is mean. No one wants to be my friend." Nini's mom listened quietly. She drove Nini home and went to her a little later. "My darling Nini, I am so sorry you had to experience unkind words today." She invited Nini to sit cross-legged on the floor. She encouraged Nini to close her eyes and take 3 slow, deep breaths. In through your nose and out through your mouth. This is something easy to do that helps people be calm. "Nini, you are loved. I'm sorry those kids treated you poorly today, but I need you to know that differences aren't bad. You are loved by me and your dad and the world. You matter." The next day, Nini went back to school with her mom's words at bedtime echoing within her. Even when things don't go our way, we never give up. Miss Woods clapped her hands, calling everyone to attention. She spoke loudly. "We are going to play a game. I want you to break into pairs of 2 and tell your partner something you like about them." All of the children ran around until everyone had a partner they already knew. Nini ended up being partnered with a kid named Pedro. Pedro smiled at her. He whispered, "I like your braids." Nini was surprised. "I really like your t-shirt," she replied. Pedro grinned and said, "Your skin color is so unique. I like it." Nini's smile grew wider. "Your skin color is amazing too." Nini and Pedro had the best time complimenting each other. Nini now had a friend. They started talking about other things. Nini learned that Pedro's family was from Mexico, and his favorite thing to do was play soccer. The name of Pedro's soccer team was the Tigers. Pedro's team had a big game that evening. Pedro invited Nini to come watch. Nini was excited to cheer for her new friend. The game was full of excitement. Pedro played hard. He ran fast. He gave the game his all. The Tigers won. All the kids were jumping around and yelling, "Tigers!" As the winning team was shaking hands with the losing team at the end of the game, one of the kids ignored Pedro's hand and said loudly, "Why don't you go back to where you came from?" Pedro had no idea what the kid was talking about, but he knew it wasn't nice. Nini saw what happened. She walked over to Pedro and put her hand on his shoulder. That boy was angry because he lost the game. Sometimes angry people say hurtful things. You belong here just as much as I do. This country was built by people from all over the world, and it belongs to all of us. Pedro smiled and nodded. Pedro's team cheered for Nini and invited her to join them for their pizza party. A few days later, Nini was in her physical education class. Nini loved dribbling and making the hoop. Another grade was present too. It had a kid named Kyle. Kyle was in a wheelchair. When it was time to play with teams, none of the kids picked Kyle to play with them. How do you think that made Kyle feel? When Miss Wood saw what was happening, she walked over and said, "Everyone needs to participate. It is not nice to assume what someone can do based on physical differences." Nini spoke up. "I want Kyle to play on my team, and Pedro too." They formed a new team. Kyle was great at playing ball with his body and head. He had a no excuses attitude. Nini's team won by 1 point. The kids were all impressed. After the game, Miss Woods walked over to Nini. "I am happy to see you are making friends, Nini. Being nice is the easiest way to do so." Nini replied, "Being nice is easy when you know that every kid matters." The end. Nini, Pedro, and Kyle all had to learn that they matter, no matter what anyone else says or does. There will always be people who say mean things, or who don't like you, or who don't understand you. You can ignore negative comments from others. You can reject negative thoughts that pop into your head about yourself. Just say, cancel, cancel, and then repeat positive statements to yourself. Here's a list of affirmations you can say to yourself every day. Daily affirmations. I like myself. I am smart. I am loved. I am brave. I am kind. I am happy. I am valuable. I am worthy. I am enough. I am unique, and that is good. I love myself just the way I am. I am thankful for all my blessings. I matter because every child matters. For a follow-up learning activity, check out the description. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.